morning. It's Monday morning all day today. It's morning for the whole day. Because it's Monday.
Entire day.
Yes, we want to say a huge thank you to 4:45 across the river, Ashman Street, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan for sponsoring the show. I want to go to Duloc. My friend.
You don't even understand. Luann and I sit down here literally a minute and a half before we go to camera. So we're sitting down, and I'm like, I glanced down and I saw the program and I went, oh, did you? And she's like, You totally.
My girlfriend and I went to the matinee yesterday.
Did you?
And I tell you, I laughed. There was a moment where I had goosebumps, and then I almost cried. It was like this, and there were all these life lessons and innuendos in amongst the whole procedure. The production was phenomenal. The talent in this city is stupid. It's so amazing.
Crazy.
And Mr. Director, kudos, my friend. I saw you all over that production. I saw your hand, I heard your voice. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Wow.
Congratulations, kudos to all the actors, to the props people, to the set people, to the sound people. My word. Dealing with him for that long too. Seriously, good on you. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, Luann, thank you so much.
It was congratulations, man. You kicked some butt.
You could see I was in good company.
Yes. Lots
As you
of work,
said, the talent.
Absolutely. I was sitting beside a woman that I didn't know, and she said, "Oh, so Tim Murphy directed it." And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, he never lets us down." I said, "Have you met him?" Congrats, man. I know all the work that went into it, and the last minute stuff that you have to think up, and the prosthetics and the lights and the bulbs that aren't there, and oh my word.
She heard all the stories.
But Duloc, seriously, I want to go to the swamp. I do. I want to live in the swamp.
I would never think that a swamp could be so attractive.
Right?
Until you find out that those people live there.
You know what? I have favorites. Pinocchio.
Was he not?
Seriously, dead on.
Now, but Luann, here's the crazy thing. This is a guy, Tanner Boyle, who starred in Mamma Mia as the young leading man.
Oh.
He was like, the romantic. Right. And then he turns around and pulls this off where he sings the whole
he's all talking, you know how Pinocchio talks?
And then has to deal with the nose that grows.
Yes. And then the dragon lady. Stop it.
Lynn Valet.
Oh my word. Humpty Dumpty lady. Holy moly. Shrek and the girl.
Winston Sullivan and Allie Edwards.
All of your
casting.
Livonia's? No, what's her name? Princess
Fiona.
Livonia.
Three Fionas.
My word.
Children in the show.
The little one.
Michaela.
Honest to goodness.
9 years old.
I was just
blown away.
I actually stopped talking for a minute. I did. It was phenomenal. Well done, man.
Thanks.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
If anything else comes up that he's involved with in this city, you get your bum over there.
Get your bum
over there because it's absolutely
There weren't enough bums in the show, unfortunately.
Well, you know what, though? They're lost, I'm saying.
Sometimes, Luann, you can't put a figure on...
No. The feeling the feelings you have when you're watching a production like that.
What about that kid Ryan Morrow, the donkey?
The donkey?
He's 15 years
Seriously.
old.
He's 15?
And he's been rehearsing for We Will Rock You at St. Mary's College, which opens on May the 2nd, I think. Can you imagine?
Oh my word. The talent is phenomenal.
This city, I love.
You know what? And my girlfriend hadn't been to a lot of live productions. Yeah. She was like, I can't. Like, every one of them could sing. There was no flat. There was no. And I said, this city has so much talent. And you know how to bring it out in people.
You do too. I'm useless without her.
Oh yeah, you're totally useless. Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what I read just before we came out? Katie Lang.
I love her.
Me too, right? She can sing a bit. She did an interview with Mojo Magazine.
No idea.
No, me neither.
Okay.
And she talked about how in 1992 radio stopped playing her stuff because she came out.
A lesbian.
Isn't that terrible? And then
1992.
Prior to that, she did a campaign with PETA called meat stinks.
I remember that.
Yeah, that didn't help.
No,
not so much.
Alberta. She was from Alberta.
Yeah.
And she talked about not liking beef.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? That woman can do whatever she wants with that voice. Seriously.
Constant craving. Love her.
Love her. Singing we're talking about. We're talking dancing.
Oh, you guys, seriously, this is an amazing... You're going to... Wait till you see this show today. It's International Day of Dance, you guys. And so we had the great opportunity of going out to all of the 4 dance schools in Sault Ste. Marie and interviewing the directors of the dance schools and some of the students, and we captured some great video of her routine.
I'm looking forward to this.
And so you're going to love this. Happy International Day of Dance, and kudos to all of those people who help our young kids get out there and get fit and get creative and express themselves through dance. You're going to love this show, and Luann has the news on top of all of that, so please stay with us on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
At 4:45, discover all kinds of treasures and never pay more than $5. Inventory is restocked every Saturday, and you can find anything from electronics to household items, toys, and much, much more. On Saturday, everything is $5 and the price goes down throughout the week, ending with 25 cents on Friday. We restock weekly with new items from various big box stores, so you never know what treasures you can find. Come visit us at 4:45, 2510 Ashman Street in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
I need a new phone. What do you use your phone for mostly?
Work, play.
Oh, you mean everything.
One that won't run out of battery when Joyce from accounting is doing the Running Man.
Who else wants to see that Running Man demo?
The Samsung Galaxy Note 9. It's a great phone with a powerful all-day battery. We've got the best phone for you for a great price. And you can choose your carrier.
A little Running Man? Just a little. There.
Nice. I hope no one saw that.
Whew. Where was she when I went phone shopping?
Have a great business idea but don't know where to start? Need help taking your business to the next level? C2C Business Services can be your guide in navigating the path of entrepreneurship, with services ranging from grant funding support, access to service experts, market information, and helping your business adopt new technologies to create and foster a culture of innovation for ongoing success. Call C2C Business Services and let them be your first step in taking your entrepreneurial dreams from concept to commerce. C2C Business Services is a division of the Sault Ste. Marie Innovation Center.
Joining me now at Studio Dance Arts is one of the students of Studio Dance Arts. This is Kira Berlin-Jerry. You look really famous. Were you the mayor of the city for a day or something?
Yes, I was.
Do I have to call you your worship?
You don't have to, but you can if you want.
Kira, how long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing for 8 years now.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 11, so this will be my 8th year.
Well, you started when you were little.
Yes.
What styles of dance do you study?
I do jazz, tap, ballet, hip-hop, and lyrical.
And lyrical. Do you have a favorite?
My favorite is lyrical and jazz.
Why? What is it about those styles of dance that you like the best?
Well, I feel in lyrical I could express my feelings, and if you're going through something, you could just let it go and stuff. And for jazz, I just like being sassy, and I like to make the audience into the song and stuff. Yeah.
You draw them in through the dance.
And I do a lot of faces. I like doing faces, and that's something that I'm really good at.
You're really good at. You're very expressive, are you?
Yes.
And now you're getting ready to go to competition.
Yes, I'm very excited for competition. This year I have a solo.
Ooh.
So I'm really excited to do it. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited to show the judges what I could do.
And what does dance mean to you in your life? What has being a member of the Studio Dance Arts team done for you?
Being a member has done a lot for me. I know that I could come here whenever I'm disappointed or I'm going through some hard times. I know it's like a second home to me, and with all my friends, they'll make me feel better, especially Miss Tanya, because I could always go to her and she'll always make me feel better.
And dancing for you makes you feel great?
Yeah, it's it's like a happy place I could go to.
It was really nice talking to you.
You too.
And happy International Day of Dance.
Happy International Day of Dance.
All right, Mayor for a day and dancer for a lifetime. Kira Berlingeri, thank you very much. Celebrating International Day of Dance again on April 29th. I am joined now, well actually I'm joining you at Studio Dance Arts. This is owner, operator, and director of Studio Dance Arts, Richard Kim. Hi Richard.
Hey Tim.
Thanks for hosting us here today.
No problem.
And we're also joined by Tanya Greco. I said it right, didn't I?
That's right.
I always knew her you was Tanya Castellani, but you've been Tanya Greco now.
Married.
A working mother.
Yes, absolutely.
How old are you? You have one, two?
I have two. I have Daniela, she's 5, and Benjamin is 2.
How are you finding the balance of teaching and raising a family, Tanya?
You know what?
Tanya.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I get to be home. I got to be home with Daniela. Now she's in school, so I'm here in the evenings. That's a little tricky, but it's really great to be home with Benjamin during the day, and then I come here at night with my dance babies.
With your dance babies. Yeah. It is just like a family, isn't it, Richard, when you have a school like this?
It is. We spend so much time here, and it's like sometimes they start at the age of 3, 4, 5, and they're here for maybe sometimes a good 10 years. So it's like, spending that much time with a bunch of people, they definitely become your family.
You're celebrating 16 years here with the Studio Dance Arts.
16 years, yeah. I came back to Sault Ste. Marie in 2003 and opened up the school, and like Tanya was saying, it goes by so fast, and 16 years.
You just did the math, and you said you just figured out you've been teaching for
20 years.
That's crazy.
20 years, yeah. I started when I was 17, when I was still dancing, and now I'm 37, so yeah.
And were you a student here at Studio Dance Arts?
I wasn't, but sort of, twice removed. I was a student at Kiana School of Dance Arts.
Okay.
Which then became Turning Point, which then kind of became Studio Dance Arts.
Right, okay, it transitioned. We were just talking with Christine Kluche, same sort of thing. She's transitioned from Helen Seiget to, Kim Greco, and now her school. So Richard, your background, you started off, tell me the story about going to Juilliard.
Well, I grew up here in the Sioux, and I started dance at what was formerly Gay Davy School of Dance, and I started, I think, when I was about 7 or 8, and then I transitioned and went over to Sherry Walsh Academy in my later years.
And Sherry is now?
And Sherry is now teaching here at this studio, which is like full circle, but the kids are so lucky to have someone like that work with them, and we're fortunate to have her. But after high school, my parents wanted me to become an accountant or a dentist or something normal, regular,
Something regular, yeah.
But I wasn't normal or regular, so I wanted to go to dance, but they said, if you're going to do something in dance, you have to do a college program for it. So one of my music teachers actually suggested that I audition for Juilliard, but their music program, because I also studied piano. I went there, I auditioned for dance though, and I got into the dance program, and one thing...
How many years was Juilliard?
I went there in 1989. It was a 4-year BFA program. I stayed for 1 year. That year I got signed with a dance agent in LA. Julie McDonald was my first dance agent. She represented Paula Abdul way back in the day, but she was the one that suggested, you know what, why don't you take a year off school? If you're willing to do that, come to LA. The dance market is really kind of growing right now, and there might be a niche for you there. So it was a bit of a risk, but after a year of school, I took a leave of absence and I moved to LA, and I stayed there for about good 12 years and kept busy working.
And you mentioned Paula Abdul. You danced with Paula?
No, I actually danced for different artists. It was Gloria Estefan, Reba McEntire, Michael Jackson, Tony Braxton, did the Academy Awards, the American Music Awards, all the commercial TV film stuff, right? So I did that for about 12 years and then moved back to the Sioux in 2003. And like Tanya was saying, one of the schools here were selling, which was Turning Point. I purchased the school from them, but it was just such a weird year that year. Trixie Hardy also decided to retire at that year, and Melody Edwards Dance Studio. We had a lot of schools back then, but that first year we kind of all amalgamated and came and started Studio Dance Arts here in this building. And I think in the second year, Tanya, we needed help. We kept growing, so we needed help with staff. In the second year she came, I think it was 1 or 2 classes a week, and all of a sudden she started doing more and more and more, and now today she's assistant studio director. So,
assistant studio director. Did you ever think that you'd have a career in dance?
I don't know. Yes and no. I think dance has always been a part of me. That's all I really did growing up, and it was my passion. I went to school for psychology. I studied education at Western University, but I always came back to dance.
You did?
Yeah.
And so in your life, What has dance meant to you, if you could sum it up?
Everything. I think it's an outlet. It's a creative outlet. It's passion. It's exercise and athleticism. And now that I'm a teacher, it's a way to mentor and develop relationships and guide and build these kids up.
And so rewarding, isn't it, Richard, to watch the kids change after they come to the school?
It is. It's like Tanya was saying. It's such an outlet for kids, and I know for me growing up, it's an escapism, right? Sometimes growing up in a small town, and if you're not a hockey player or a soccer player, there's you're sort of isolated sometimes, right? But dance for me was an escape. That was where I was totally happy. It was a familiar scene, and it was a family to me.
Family, yeah.
So growing up, it meant so much to me in that way, and it's something that once it's in you, it never leaves, right? It's just you're either a dancer or you're not, and it's just in you or it's not. Yeah. And just to see, we see the students here where dance just is their life, and they just take so much from it, and it's rewarding to see them progress and grow. And
now you've expanded. How many studios?
There are 3 studios.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we have here. We're also in Elliott Lake, and there's a location in Marquette.
Fantastic. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
And to you also, so nice to see you. And I know how you are with the children, and it's amazing to watch you. All of your teachers, seriously. I mean, it is. So Studio Dance Arts, happy International Day of Dance, and we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this.
Thank you.
Drop by one of our 3 Sault Ste. Marie locations. You do life, we do taxes.
I am on location on this International Day of Dance with Christine Cloutier, who is the owner-operator of the longest-running dance studio in Sault Ste. Marie at this time, 25 years for Sault Dance Unlimited. There it is. There's the sign right there. Congratulations, Christine.
Thank you. Established in 1993.
Yeah.
I got the studio from Shelley Peters, and she had the studio for 10 years. She wanted to retire, and I said, I don't know if I want to be a dance teacher at this time and run a studio. So I took the jump, and 25 years it's been teaching and training these children, and they're the love of my lives and my love of dance.
So now you started, at what age did you start dancing?
I started at 4.
Really?
At Helen Syjet.
Now that's interesting, because Helen Syjet's studio you ended up taking over later on, right?
Well, I ended up being in her building.
The building is what I mean.
Yeah, so it came full circle after a while, because I went to the National Ballet when I was 10.
So you left Helen Syjet School to study at the National?
At the National Ballet, and then during that time she had built the Castle Insurance Building.
Right.
I came home for a year because I was really homesick, and then I got accepted in Quinte
Ballet School. That's top notch.
6 years as well. So during that time I had tendonitis, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I had to quit dance, but I did get to Toronto, and I danced with the Toronto Dance Theatre for 3 years.
You went to Modern?
Modern, yes. So I didn't have to dance on my toes anymore. Saved my tendonitis for a little bit.
Yeah.
But by the time I was 20, I had got to my knees, my hips, my back, and I had to take a break.
Wow. Was that devastating for you at the time, Christine?
It was extremely devastating, but like they say, when a door closes, a window opens. And it just happened to be an agent in the audience that day in my last performance and said, do you have an agent? We'd love you to be an actress and a model. And I'm like, okay, I got nothing else to do.
Right, new career.
So I did, and I didn't like it.
You preferred being in charge rather than being told what to do.
Maybe that's what it was. I didn't like being in front of the camera, so I ended up working in the scenes in the back.
Oh, okay.
And I did the pictures for all the famous models and actresses.
So what brought you back to the Sioux then?
I was offered a job here by Kim Greco.
Hey, she taught me dance when I was 15 years old at Kiana School of Dance Arts.
Yes, that's a long time ago.
It is.
She was tired of doing everything, so she hired me as the ballet mistress. And I taught like 25 classes of ballet alone a week.
But by that time, the tendonitis had healed enough that you could do that?
That's correct.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to dance on my toes and
Right.
you know, do as many pirouettes as I used to.
You make the kids do it all.
I make them do it all.
Yeah.
They know what this means. Spin.
That's like Trixie Hart used to sit with her cane and just bang the cane, right?
Yes.
So then you opened the studio first up at the Castle Insurance Building?
At the Castle Insurance Building, and we were there for 17 years.
Wow.
In a one-basement room. So it got pretty crazy when we had 20 kids and their 20 parents trying to come down the stairs and 20 kids with their 20 parents trying to leave.
It must have been heaven when you came here and had three studios. Do you have 3 studios?
3 studios in here, and the location on Queen is great. Everybody loves it.
Nice storefront location.
Yes, it is. 6 years, and it just seems like a blink. So
You
it's
walk
good.
by and you see all those awards in the window. Holy smokes. Are you going to competition this year?
We are leaving in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yes, we're going to Vaughan again, and then we're going to North Bay in May.
Right, and so now let's talk about, obviously, dance has been in your life forever. So could you basically sum up what it means to you, what dance has meant to you in your life?
Oh, dance is so many things. It teaches you discipline, self-respect. You get long life friendships. I have kids that have danced in 1993, and then now that I had to have their kids and they're dancing.
Isn't that something?
And then when I start teaching their kids, it's time to retire. Yeah, but dance has always been a part of just friendships and discipline.
Yeah.
It teaches everything, the grace.
And the self-esteem. You see the kids come through here. That's got to be pride instilling when you see these kids coming through here and how it changes their lives too.
In 1 year when they can't even get up on the stage, and the next year they're dancing full out. It's just a really nice feeling.
Hey, let's go to Studio One and watch some dancing.
Oh yes, absolutely. Let's go.
Christine Cloutier, thanks for your time and thanks for having us here today.
Awesome.
Happy International Day of Dance.
Thank you.
All right, now I'm being joined by Lauren Stenta. Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
Happy International Day of Dance.
Yay!
Yay. How old are you now?
I'm 16.
16, and how many years have you been dancing?
I've been dancing since I was 4.
Wow, that's 12 years. And what styles of dance do you study?
I study ballet, jazz, hip hop, lyrical.
Wow, that's lots.
Yeah.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Are there any more?
There are, but point. I don't do tap though.
Do you do point?
I do point.
You must be tall when you're on point.
Very tall.
Whoa! And so, what's your favorite style of dance? When you dance, what makes you the happiest?
My favorite style of dance would be ballet.
That's what really.
Ballet. Yeah.
I keep hearing that, and I'm always surprised because I think ballet is as being so I don't know. It's difficult.
It is very difficult, but I've always enjoyed ballet.
You like a challenge, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so competition's coming up. You're going away?
Yes, we are. We're going to Vaughan and we're going to North Bay.
Have you? And you've traveled before with the?
Yes.
Yeah. And how have you done in the past? Any accolades for you, Lauren?
As a team, we've always done really well.
Yeah.
I enjoy dancing with my team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and so now, as a young lady dancer, what has it meant to you in your life to be a dancer, to have gone through all this experience, 11 years here at the school?
Dance has always been...
Is it 11 years?
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah, dance has always been my comfort zone. I know I can always come here. I can let go of anything as soon as I start dancing. It's really helped me to grow as a person, everything. I'm always safe and happy when I'm dancing.
Safe and happy, lifetime friendships?
Yes, for sure.
This room that we're in right now, this is sort of almost like a second home for you girls, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. We pretty much live here. We're here all the time.
You said that you come from school and you have class after school, so this is where you come to hang out?
Yeah, we all come here. We'll eat together, hang out. We're kind of more family than friends by now.
See that? More family than friends. That's what it's all about. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Best of luck at the competitions.
Thank you.
And this is Lauren Stenta from Sioux Dance Unlimited. Okay, we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this.
Housed in a 15,000 square foot custom manufacturing facility built to produce world-class cabinetry at surprisingly affordable prices, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry brings your project from initial concept to final design. Proudly providing Northern Michigan and the Algoma region with quality hand-built cabinetry for the past 20 years. Located at 844 East 3 Mile Road, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry, making your cabinetry dreams come true. With over 45 years of experience, All Ontario Well Drilling offers hydrofracking and all well drilling services. Call 705-575-8088 or 705-257-9495.
Luann?
Yes?
What's another word for thesaurus?
Synonym. Book.
Synonym book.
What's another word for thesaurus?
I don't know. It's when you sit down and your bum hurts, you have a thesaurus.
Thesaurus.
1852, the first edition of Peter Roget's Thesaurus.
Really?
1852. Before that, there were no other synonyms.
None. If there was something kind of sort of like, didn't matter.
Who was Peter Roget, and why did it occur to him to sit down and write a book and make a list of all the words that...
In 1852. Well, there was no TV. He was not streaming.
He didn't have us to distract him.
Right? And he wasn't like binge watching anything, so he thought, might as well.
Is there anything you've been binge watching lately?
Oh my word.
What'd you find?
Netflix.
Really?
I just finished a series called Living and Death Row. And this show was so flippin' well done. And now I'm moving into the making of a murderer. That's a very,
About the...
Yeah.
And the...
Yeah. Right?
The guy and his nephew, and they're both... Is that the one?
Yeah. I haven't actually seen the proper documentary. I'm sort of stumbled upon the follow-up show of the documentary, so I stopped watching it, and then I'm going to go back and find the actual doc.
Stephen, I forget his last name. This is the story of Stephen somebody and his nephew, and they are accused of basically a woman came to their property and they apparently sexually assaulted her and then murdered her and then burnt her body.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. No, but you know what?
Is that is that the same thing though? Stephen, he's in jail and his nephew's in jail?
I don't really know yet.
Okay then.
They're talking to me in this follow-up show as if I know. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's very interesting story.
And hugely popular when it was first hit, when the documentary first hit, it was just all over Netflix.
Another day in history. Are you ready?
Ready.
The opposite of Donald Trump. In 1990, this was the day that they started taking down the Berlin Wall.
Tear down. Reagan.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall.
Awesome. Ronald Reagan.
We're going backwards, people.
Same party, different guy.
Gonna build a wall. That's what's from Shrek.
Yes,
tear down those walls, people.
Tear them down.
You know what?
And stay tuned because we have news coming up. And we're going to do that right after this commercial break.
Every day, I walk for freedom.
On Friday, city police began an investigation into an emailed bomb threat to the city's downtown area. Yesterday, a male was taken into custody without incident. City police would like to assure you that there is no threat to public safety or property damage. The investigation is continuing and further details will follow. The provincial secretary for Ontario's NDP has sent a letter to Elections Ontario asking the chief electoral officer to investigate the campaign expenses of Sault MPP Ross Romano. The letter follows a report from the Globe and Mail that two payments, one of $5,000 and another of $2,000, were made to Romano's by-election campaign, and they were above the allowable limit according to the Elections Finances Act. These payments were made through a third party identified by the Globe as Gersharan Bobby Sidhu. Romano himself calls the issue concerning. In a news release today, Forests Ontario is indicating that despite the recent Ontario government announcement to cut the $50 million tree program, they expect to find a way with existing and new partners to plant trees, educate Ontarians, and speak for the forest and all forest users. Forests Ontario, Canada's largest tree planting charity, remains optimistic that now that the provincial government better understands and appreciates the importance and the popularity of the tree program, they will continue to fund tree planting. Chief Executive of Forests Ontario, Rob Keane, says that health and education are key stated government priorities, and support for a healthy tree canopy across the province is an equally important priority. Keane added that at a time of flooding across eastern Canada, it's important to remember that trees act as a sponge to soak up water. Trees also reduce air pollution and erosion. Trees cool the air, purify water, and provide a home for trees, birds, and wildlife. A study commissioned by Forests Ontario this spring found that trees planted under the 50 Million Trees program provide $83 million in annual ecosystem services. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe visited Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in Ottawa yesterday. It gave them a chance to celebrate their successful launch late last year of the rebooted Trans-Pacific Partnership. That's the 11-country Pacific Rim Trade Alliance that was rescued after President Donald Trump withdrew the U.S. from it in January 2017, nearly killing it.
That significant agreement that we've been able to get to stands in stark contrast with the United States' withdrawal from that agreement. And I can certainly say that there are many Canadian ranchers, among others, who are significantly benefiting from the tremendous increase in beef and pork exports to Japan over the past months, while the Americans do not have that kind of access. At the same time, on the flip side, we've seen significant investments in energy, in AI from Japan into Canada, which is continuing to grow our economies and benefit our citizens.
The ongoing flooding plaguing Ontario's cottage country prompted another town to declare a state of emergency yesterday as members of the Canadian Armed Forces descended on a nearby community to help with sandbagging before more rain arrives. Muskoka Lakes Mayor Phil Harding said a state of emergency was declared after water levels in its namesake lake rose by 12 centimeters over the past 24 hours. Muskoka Lakes is the latest community north north of Toronto to take this step after Huntsville, Minden Hills, and Bracebridge all declared emergencies in the past week due to the fast rising floodwaters. Bracebridge called the Canadian Armed Forces for more help in the battle against the flood, as the forecast signals there's more rain on the way.
At quarter to
Every day, I walk for her.
My name is Clement. I am 17. I do have a little brother. He is 5 years younger than me, and despite the fact that we're both blind, we're just normal kids. Sibling rivalries and fights and arguments. Sometimes we play games together, yeah. I find most people tend to have this perception of blindness as a huge physical handicap. Incoming! Which it isn't.
CNIB, Seeing Beyond Vision Loss.
And we are celebrating on location at Elite Dance Force with the studio owner-operators. This is Caitlin Pelche and Christina Trevison. Yeah. Hey, I got it right. Okay, so you guys have been in operation now. You're celebrating how many?
This is year 5.
Congratulations, 5 years. How many students do you have now?
We have approximately about 180.
And how many people do you employ in this place?
We have 5 teachers, including us, and they're the greatest teachers ever.
Okay. And what about student teachers? Do you have student teachers who work with the youth as well?
We have lots of student teachers. All of our competitive dancers love to assist, so we use as many as we can in as many classes as we can.
And which classes do you offer here?
We offer, oh my goodness.
Here you go.
We have 3 different streams of dance. So we offer recreational, full-time competitive, and part-time competitive classes.
Okay.
Our full-time competitive, we offer tap, jazz, ballet, lyrical, point, hip-hop. Did I miss any?
We do point here too.
We do point too, yeah. Our pre-competitive, part-time competitive classes, we offer hip-hop, jazz, and ballet. And then our recreational classes, we have petite elite right through to the older ones, and we offer ballet, jazz, hip-hop, tap.
Petite elite. Hey, and then you also have started something brand new, and it's for Parkinson's disease, is that right?
Yes, so we have a variety of adult classes, jazz, tap, ballet, and then newly started this year was dancing for PD classes. So it started with an 8-week pilot project with National Ballet School of Canada, and where they would live stream classes on a big screen TV, and now that pilot is done, and Christina and I have completed training in Toronto with David Leventhal, who is somebody that is really big in the New York scene with Dancing with PD. Mm-hmm. We are having our own classes now and running them ourselves.
It's amazing what dance can do for people in their lives. Can you just tell me basically what it is about dance and how it's impacted you and what it means to you, just not necessarily as a teacher, but just as someone who loves the dance?
I started when I was like 4. So growing up, it was just part of my life. I used to watch my aunt dance all the time. So
who's your aunt?
Nikki DePietro.
Oh,
she does. You know her?
I remember Nikki DePietro. Yeah.
Yes. So I watched her dance. So then I got into it, and I kept dancing right through till I graduated and started teaching when I was 14. So I fell in love with that right away, and I just can't imagine my life doing anything else.
Now, and this is full time for you.
It is.
You're a full-time mother as well.
I am.
Yeah, and so when it comes to children, being a mother, is it like being a mother when you have all the students in the studio as well?
Yeah, we usually, sometimes when we're talking about our kids, we often get them mixed up if we're talking about our own children that we live with every day or our children at the dance studio. So we really do spend so much time and build such a strong connection with each and every one of them, and they really are like our kids.
I've had the pleasure of emceeing your year-end show for a number of years now, and the one thing that is always really sort of emotional is when you have students graduating and going on to college or university and leaving the studio. It's sort of bittersweet, isn't it?
It is, and the process of a graduate starts, that first class of the first year. It becomes, this is the last first class of the year, and then it becomes, this is the last Christmas break, and it's the last competition. So the kids have already shared tears together and memories, and we have one graduating student this year, and they're all devastated about losing her, but we know she's moving on, just like all the other graduates have done, to, big things, and we're excited for them all.
And then sometimes they come home to roost.
They do.
Amelia Stewart's an example, right? I mean, she's right back there watching us now. Amelia was a dancer with you, and now she's a full-time teacher?
Yes, she was. We both taught her when we taught with Sherry Walsh, and she went on to school, and then she's still doing school, and she's also teaching with us.
It's lovely to have this sort of, one of the things I love about entrepreneurial spirits like yourselves is when you bring this back to Sault Ste. Marie and you create a business and it allows opportunity for other young people to stay here and make a living doing what they love to do. Do you feel fortunate that you've been able to do that here in the Soo?
Yes, I was fortunate to come back and teach and then open here and start a business and start our lives. And
what about certification and stuff? Like you can do, what do you call that when you do the exams and things? You're certified for do what?
Yeah, so we are, we do exams through the British Association of Teachers of Dancing. So the kids can start as young as 3 and 4 years old and go all the way up until their associate diplomas, which are basically teaching diplomas in jazz, tap, or ballet.
Wow. Okay, and now I'm going to go actually and speak to Liliana, who's a student. She's 11 years old now, and she's been dancing with you for about 8 years, I think. Well, I mean, dancing for 8 years, with you for the full 5.
Yeah.
So we're going to meet Liliana right after this. Liliana, what is your last name?
Rodriguez Grady.
You get 3 names. You're very fortunate. Liliana Rodriguez Grady. And who's your mother?
Catherine.
Catherine. And what does Catherine do here at Elite Dance Force?
She's a teacher.
And a choreographer?
Yeah.
Did she choreograph the number that you're performing that we watch on the show?
Yeah.
Yes. How long have you been working on that number?
Since September.
You've been dancing how many years now, Liliana?
Since I was 1, so 10.
1? How do you dance at 1? I couldn't even walk at 1. You were dancing at 1?
Yeah.
You're wild. And what's your favorite form of dance? First of all, tell me which styles of dance you dance in. How many different styles of dance?
Jazz, tap, ballet, and lyrical.
And lyrical. And what's your favorite style?
Ballet.
Really? Okay, so when you're in competition, I heard a story about how you prepare before you actually perform. Before you go on stage at a competition, how many times would you generally run a number over and over again?
Probably twice before.
Twice before? I heard sometimes you might go as many as like 5 times, even 7 times.
Yeah.
That you're a workhorse, aren't you? You love it. You just. How many hours a week do you think you dance? Have you ever sat down and figured it out?
No.
No. I'll bet it's a lot. Do you do other things as well besides dance in your life? Do you have any sports or any hobbies, anything you like to do?
Not really.
It's all about the dance, right? Yeah. Okay, so what competitions do you have coming up?
We have Bedazzled in Burlington.
In Burlington?
And Hall of Fame in Grand Rapids.
Do you love to travel?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you say is one of the greatest things about being a dancer? What has it done? What has it brought you in your life that makes you happy? Because it's International Day of Dance. We want to tell the audience what it is about dance that's the greatest thing.
It makes me feel good and it helps me express myself.
I think that's probably the best way to end an interview right there. It makes you feel good and helps you express yourself. Liliana, you're very amazing.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Do you want to dance forever?
Yeah.
Do you want to teach like your mom?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're already lucky then. We'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes, you realized them.
I love women. I love older women, professional women, stay-at-home moms. I love how women put the family first. I love how you're so concerned that I'll get to your husband. You have no idea that I'm coming after you.
Make death wait. Please donate to fund life-giving research, because heart disease and stroke is the #1 killer of women.
In the beginning, there was nature, the oceans, the forests, the mountains, and so history was passed on, and memories took shape, defining us, uniting us, creating a legacy that's ours to preserve, and ours to celebrate.
Beauty amazing, got a kiss from the sun, and that thing will be blazing. I'm dreaming, dream catching on my field, catches forest run, running the river to the water, feel like a jumping to the beat, birds flying to the creek, part of the plan, dirt on my feet, feeling the breeze, feeling that beat it, the beast, feeling that peace, feeling that ease, hold up, can we fighting the feeling I need?
A message from the Government of Canada.
If you're struggling with thoughts of suicide, there is hope and there is help. You matter. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The calls are free and confidential. Call 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. You are not alone.
are on location at the sort of brand new, isn't it? This is Tiffany Gallivan.
Hi.
Hi, Tiffany. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And Sandra Dewar.
Hello.
Nice to be here. So this is Dance Corps Incorporated. Where are we? We're on White Oak Drive.
Yes. Yeah, for White Oak Drive, right across the street from Superior Heights. The karate studio is beneath us, and we're above.
And how long has this business been in operation now? It's relatively new.
It is very new. We started operations in September.
And this is now April. Oh, wow. Okay. And so, why did you decide to open a dance school?
The opportunity came to us, and we thought it was either now or never. Tiffany and I have been teaching and dancing together for the better part of 30 years.
Come on, really?
Yeah, I know we don't look that old, do we?
No, you don't look like you could have been dancing and always together, like you've known each other for 30 years. Wow, you trained together this whole time, and you have children who dance, do you?
We don't. We actually both have 2 boys each, and they opted to play hockey and football.
So you were dancers, and you decided to share your passion?
Yes. The kids that are part of our studio family, they just love to dance. Yeah. And when the opportunity came, we have a lot of our passion into dance. Yeah. This is a passion for us because it's not our full-time job. We both work full-time.
What? Get out of here. Wait a second. So you have the studio. How many students do you have here enrolled already?
We are just under 100 in our first year.
Oh my gosh, you guys. And so how many hours do you must be putting in a lot of hours here though, Tiffany?
We do. We put about 10 hours in the studio, and then all of the outside work for choreography, and I take care of all of the finances, and Sandra takes care of all of our communications, so we're busy.
You are busy, as well as full-time jobs.
Yes, so we both work full-time, but we have a staff of about 7 other teachers, and what's unique about it is that the staff are all former students.
No, and you're employing 7 people in this school.
That's right, yeah.
Guys, congratulations! So tell me, okay, so you've been dancing for 30 years, now you own a studio. Did you ever think you'd ever own a studio?
No, we just kind of jumped in, and we're really happy that we did.
So tell me then, in your lifetime, can you tell me what dance has done for you in your life, Tiffany?
I think this dance was always my happy place. If I had a bad day at school, I'd come here, and it was a retreat almost. It's always positive, and that's what we try and make for our girls here as well.
What kind of classes do you teach here?
We have hip hop, jazz, lyrical, ballet, tap, ages 4 and up. 2, 3-year-olds. It's a great place.
Wow. And for you in your lifetime, I'm imagining when you see the dancers, when you see the kids and how it's affecting them, is that what inspires you to keep going? Or?
It does. It makes a great place to be. We want them to come out of their box, and that's what this place is. Just be free and have a great time.
Well, happy International Day of Dance to both of you. Congratulations on the success of the studio. This is Dance Corps Incorporated. And we're going to talk to a student coming up right after this. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And joining me now from Dance Corps Incorporated, this is Madison Suffel. Hi, Madison.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us today. Happy International Day of Dance.
Thank you.
And you've been dancing now for how long?
11 years.
That's quite remarkable. How old are you?
17.
Whoa, okay, you're young and you've been dancing 11 years already. Why dance? What brought you to dance when you were 6 years old? Maybe your parents, or was it your idea?
Well, my parents did, and I was like, I don't really want to do it, but then I loved it ever since.
Really? What styles of dance do you study?
Everything, hip hop, lyrical, jazz.
Do you do tap?
Yeah, I do tap.
Do you do tap too?
Yeah.
Okay, so what has dance brought to you in your life? Being involved for 11 years with a lot of the same girls I would imagine you've trained with over the years, what has it meant to you in your life, and what kind of positive impact has it had on your life being a dancer?
So I've learned many responsibility with teaching classes myself with the older students and stuff, yeah.
Oh, you mean you actually teach the younger students too?
Yeah, I'm a student teacher here, so.
Do they pay you for that?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool, what a great job.
Yeah.
And it must be fun to see all the little kids, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So do you get to go away and dance in competitions and stuff too?
Yeah, this year we compete at 2 competitions, Can Dance, and then in 2 weeks, The View.
The View, where's that at?
North Bay.
Oh, fun. The routine that we caught, will you be doing that in competition?
Yeah.
to do it's like a Lady Gaga mix or something.
Remix, yeah, Miss Sandra choreographed it for us, so yeah, it's really great.
Okay, so and do you intend to keep dance in your life? I mean, you're 17 years old. You're probably going on to college or university, and you're going to have a career. Will dance be part of that, or will it just be a hobby for you? Do you know?
Yeah, for sure. Next year I continue. I'm teaching here, so that'd be great, and maybe competing, depending on my schedule. So.
And then what about after? Like, will you? Do you think you'll teach dance forever, or what?
Yeah, that's my plan. I love dance, so I kind of want to stay here and teach. And
oh, that's great. Madison, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And good luck on those competitions.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim after this.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. If you smoked weed, wait at least 4 hours before getting behind the wheel, or don't drive at all if you're new to it, have eaten it, or if you've mixed it with alcohol.
I need to find home care for my dad. My husband can't find a job. Our fights hurt the kids. When you don't know where to turn to 211, the helpline to community and social services in 150 languages. 211 is free, confidential, 24/7, and answered by friendly specialists. Dial 211 or search 211ontario.ca. 211 helps people find the right community and social services. 211, when you don't know where to turn. Supported by United Way, your local community, and the governments of Ontario and Canada.
Imagine knowing about incidents, closures, and roadwork all before starting your trip. Ontario 511 lets you know before you go. You can get real-time information directly from the Ministry of Transportation, because the more you know, the easier it is for you to go. And spend the time doing the things that matter most.
Well, I hope you enjoyed all that footage.
So much fun.
And there's one school we didn't get to in Deborah. It's Central Dance. Alicia, I'm sorry we didn't get out to visit you. I want to feature Central Dance, another episode of Mornings with Luann and Tim.
And so many dedicated people that they just can't stop dancing, so that they end up teaching. What an informative series.
And the talent again.
Yes,
it's all about
crazy.
We're so fortunate to have all these amazing, talented people.
We really, really are.
Like Luann.
Oh, just like me. I talk for a living,
joining us on Monday.
Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great one.
Thank you.